Hey everybody, welcome to my very first plan with me with my classic size happy planner. I'm actually a little bit nervous but way excited to give this a try. So let's see how this goes. I flipped through my sticker books a little bit earlier looking for any stickers that might have any reference to the 4th of July, and I laid them out here, which means I'm now ready for my plan with me for July 1st through the 7th. To get started, I'm going to take my pages out of my book so that they will lay flat and are much easier to work with. One of my favorite pieces of the Happy Planner. I want to put some washi tape down at the bottom. I've got a few that are kind of patriotic looking, but none of them are tall enough on their own to fit down there, and they're too wide to stack. So I sliced this one lengthwise. Gives me 2 full stars, not a little piece of a star on the top, which is what I had before. And I put it across the bottom of the page. So now I have 2 full stars. It still doesn't reach all the way up that length, so I see that I need 1/4 of an inch left of something else. So I'm going to use this red washi tape to finish that out. But again, by itself it would be too tall and would come up over my boxes. So I'm going to lay the red tape out on my cutting mat, and then I will use my ruler and my X-Acto knife, and I will measure to the 1/4 of an inch mark and slice along there. The only thing you have to remember with this is to put a lot of pressure on your ruler or it'll slip and slide and then your line won't be straight with your X-Acto knife. I now have the perfect width of washi tape to lay in that strip beneath the boxes, and it gives me a little patriotic look. It almost looks like they came together. It hangs over the edge, so I use it's a piece of something for the Cricut. I use it to tear off my washi. I actually learned that from Runs with Craft Scissors. From many of her videos she uses that, and I think it's a great technique to tearing washi. It only works with the actual paper washi though. If you have the plastic stuff, it doesn't work very well. So here I have made my own stickers. I use the silhouette. It looks like this when it prints out and cuts out. I can peel that off, and the reason is because I have a few activities going on in our family that go over several days, and so I wanted longer stickers to show that they were several days. Basically, my son is going on vacation with a friend of his, and my daughter is going to a camp, and of course both of those last longer than a day. So I take that, it's just regular printer paper, and I put it through my Xyron machine, which turns that regular printer paper into stickers. So now this is where I'm trying to decide which days I want to put washi on, because while the kids are away at vacation and camp, my husband and I actually have a few days to ourselves, which never really happens. Before that, I do want to add some more washi just so that it's not completely red, white, and blue. I like the little bit of light blue added in as well. I cut myself 2 strips of washi that are 1/4 of an inch wide. These are only going to go across to the boxes, not for the entire length of the paper. I like to do this just to mark basically the working area of the planner, so to speak, as opposed to the borders. Sometimes I like to go out of it, sometimes I like to stay into it, and I generally do this every week. Have some sort of washi marking the working area of the planner. So I did the bottom of it, and now I'm going to make myself 2 more strips that are 1/4 of an inch wide, and I will do the same thing at the top of my planner. So I flip it over so it's easier to work with, and just put that in there, and again use this little, you could use a credit card or something like that to cut it as well, but this is just a little thing from the Cricut. I'm actually not even sure why you would use it on your Cricut. I've never had to, but I had it anyway, so. Again, it works for this as a tool now too. So now I'm going to use some more washi to mark the days that my husband and I are children free, because that happens so rarely. It is a vertical planner, and so I really like to point out the verticalness of it. There are lots of people when they use these planners who put their washi along the horizontal lines, but since it's a vertical planner, I really embrace the vertical, and I put my lines going vertically. You will see this a lot from me if I keep doing these plan with me videos. So my husband and I have Tuesday and Wednesday to ourselves, and then we will have the weekend to ourselves mostly as well. So I marked those as a little bit separate areas, a little bit more special, bring attention to them. Just using my X-Acto knife to cut it to length now, and that's there. I forgot to add a horizontal across that to make it into a box. I'll probably get back to that later. I don't remember when I remembered that. So now I think I'm going to play with my stickers. They are off to the right, so I went off to the camera for just a second to go look through my stickers. Even though I had them all laid out, I didn't have a plan for them yet. Oh, so now I'm going to add on the handmade stickers, actually. These are the ones of my kids going to camps and vacations with friends and such. So the red one is my daughter. She's going to be gone the entire week. She actually won't come back until the next Monday, so I'll have to do this for the next week as well. My son is already gone, but he will not come back until late Thursday night, so that will be his box. That's the blue box. He will then leave again for another camp on Sunday morning, which will extend to the next week, so I'll have to make some more long boxes for next week's spread to show that he is out of town again. So I like this sticker. It might be a little bit too shiny. Definitely need to use the Independence Day sticker to mark the 4th of July. But it needs something else. It'll get lost if it's just that Independence Day sticker. So I either need to back it with something or surround it with something just to let it stand out and not disappear in the craziness once I add the pen. So I choose these two stickers with the stars on them, which are appropriate. And I will basically bookmark the Independence Day sticker from the other book. They're not from the same book. They are both Happy Planner. But I will bookmark them with that sticker, red sticker with the stars. And I don't want it to go over the line, so I slice that with my X-Acto knife. And now you can see the Independence Day sticker stands out a little bit more. It's not just going to get lost in any other writing that I do on the day. Now on the 3rd, the little town we live in does a great, amazing fireworks display. It's such a small town, but this display goes on for 45-50 minutes. So even though it's the 3rd, I do want to mark that our little town is doing that. And in the space above where it says fireworks, I'll be able to pen in the name of the town above that, since I do go to fireworks in neighboring towns sometimes as well. I'm now looking through to see if I can find any more red and blue stickers that I like. I really do like the You Light Up the Sky sticker. It's patriotic without being in your face patriotic. And I like the Seize This Day sticker too, so I think I'll settle on them. I do often put a quote sticker down in the bottom left-hand corner of my spread. It's just space that doesn't get used otherwise, so that's just where I usually let that live. But I want it to look a little bit more incorporated, so out of the other sticker book I find some red stars. And then in this sticker book, I find a red and white striped star. Actually, it's kind of red and silver striped. It's sort of shiny. You can't really see that. Oh, look at my head getting in the way. Isn't that lovely? And so just to let it blend in with the page a little bit better, get rid of the harsh border, and I will add in some of these red stars. Give that sticker a little bit more patriotic feel. And later on, I'll cut off that star that's sticking over the edge. Or maybe I'll do it right now. Oh, look, there's my hair again. So that's something I'll have to work on if I keep doing these Plan With Me videos. Trying to decide what to do here. I don't plan out my page. I don't sketch out my page. I just kind of let the decorations come as they go. Now the plans, those are decided. Those are concrete. But the decorations, I don't usually know what I'm going to do ahead of time. So I just leaf through the books until I can find something that appeals to me. I do know that we will have a rehearsal for my church choir on Sunday morning at a different than normal time, so I want to mark that. I kind of like that 4th of July sticker, but I've already got one, so I don't need another one really. I kept coming back to that seasonal sticker book, but I don't think I ever used anything from it. Had a hard time finding the right reds and blues to use. When I first started this spread, I had intentionally thought not to use patriotic, at least not overtly patriotic. I thought I would do like a maroon and turquoise, but then I found all my washies and all the stickers and I just went with it. I like the Seize This Day sticker because I want my husband and I to seize the opportunity to have some time just for us while the kids are both gone. So I think it's important for us to feed our marriage as well as feeding the kids. Monday is always shot night for medication and always trash night for us. So I will take these stickers out of, I believe, the student book and cut off the study and math test part of it and just use the flag itself. And I'll end up writing shot night and trash night in that open space later. It's often hard to find these little stickers for shot night and trash night, but it is what I need. Before I can put this back in my book, I need to slice off that little bit of washi that covers the hole. It's not very hard to do with an X-Acto knife, but it is a detail that makes it turn the pages a lot more easily. I need a few icon stickers to stick in the back of my planner that I'll pull from later. There are several reds on these, but none of these blues are quite right, so I might end up having to only use red icons as the week goes on. I do want to add a few to-do lists on the days when I know we'll be a little bit more busy. Some of these reds in here are more pink, some are more orange, so I need to find the right red to go with this spread. That looks a little bit better. So I know on Monday I'll have time to get things done before the kids, well, as the kids are leaving, and then on Friday I know we'll have time to get things done as well. My son will be back in town, but we will still be able to get things done. And then I'll just keep these icon stickers in the back of the planner and I can pull them out as needed. Probably again only the red because none of the blues are quite the right shade. I take my pages and put them back on the discs just to see how it looks. And it looks pretty patriotic. And I'll use my black pen to pen everything in. And I hope you liked my first plan with me. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Decide what you think. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you again later. And while this is the first Plan With Me video I've done, I have been planning for a very long time, and I've been recording them on Instagram for just a short amount of time. So if you want to see some of the past spreads I've done, you can go to My Happy Planning Place on Instagram. See you there. Thanks a lot. Bye.